Hey, it's Shantae Dent here. Just wanted to connect with you all today about some situations that have been on my mind lately. I've been listening to like the motivational speaking, and I do that pretty often. I think it's important to motivate as well as receive motivation. One series that I was listening to this morning was just talking about restarting your life and going after your dreams and your ambitions, no matter what, regardless of your past failures or regardless of the negative self-talk, regardless of what people are telling you that you cannot do. And I thought that this is so amazing. I wish everyone could hear these types of words and apply them and walk it out. And then I began to think about individuals who sadly choose to commit suicide. And I thought about them because I realized even in the midst of hearing, a motivational speech, words of encouragement, there's something going on in their heart and in their mind that would cause them to feel, depressed and hopeless. We know that there are chemical imbalances that individuals encounter, and there are medications that will help offset that thought process. And we know that there are individuals who experience trauma, and it's not as easy for them to bounce back. I have a heart of compassion and empathy because suicide hits home. We had a family member commit suicide some years ago, and it left all of us wondering, like, what happened? Why did it happen? I am heartbroken when some people lack empathy because we can be selfish, and that's pretty normal whenever anyone passes because we want that person here with us. And when someone commits suicide, we want all of our questions answered. And sometimes we just fail to realize the state of that individual, this individual who felt like there were no other options. And again, it breaks my heart when that is the case. I really just want to talk to someone out there who may be struggling or contemplating suicide. I want to encourage you to seek help, professional help. Sometimes it is enough to talk to a confidant, to call a hotline. Other times we do need to take that next step and talk to a professional therapist. What I hope is that you would know that there are answers to your problems. There are answers, there are solutions to the dilemmas that you face. And more importantly, I hope that you would be able to live your life in a way that you're not comparing yourself to other people, to what they've done or how they've done it. It is good to look at individuals and learn from them and, experience a sense of motivation because of what they did. That's where they started, and this is where they are now. Okay, I'm hopeful I can get there, and that's amazing. And then there's that thin line of seeing someone do something and accomplish, and then internally you're depressed and you're feeling unaccomplished, like a failure because of what they did. I know I'm not even covering all of the bases in terms of why individuals commit suicide, but I am hoping that this basic message would be a source of inspiration for someone who's struggling. If anything, I am asking you to consider talking to someone about what you're going through. And if unfortunately the first person you spoke to or the first person you choose to speak to doesn't show empathy, please don't stop there. Go to the next person. Just know that there are solutions and there is help for whatever your struggle may be. Life, for many of us, it is difficult. For probably everyone, there are moments of difficulties. And what I would put emphasis on is the word moments. Life in and of itself doesn't have to be a mess. Not your entire life. We can experience messy situations and traumatic experiences, and we can bounce back. Your bounce back may not look like others, yet you can bounce back. So if you're struggling, I encourage you to reach out to someone and know that there are people full of empathy and who are ready and willing to help you and assist you and get you out of that rut. Some ruts are not easy to climb out of. We can't do it by ourselves, and we need assistance. We need help. We need someone to give us that extra encouragement, so that we realize that we're not alone. And one last thing. And this is personal to me because these have been my struggles in the past, and I thank God that there's been a sense of deliverance. There's been a sense of freedom in these areas, but I do know that the struggle is real. If you are dealing with this whole complex of needing to appear like everything is perfect because you are afraid that people will judge you over your imperfections, let that go. Because what I've learned in life is that clearly no one is perfect. And those individuals who cast the pressure and the judgment on you, in fact, sadly, those are the ones who need probably more help than you do. So free yourself from trying to live up to other people's standards. I've encountered individuals who are almost mean to you or mean to me because I'm not living my life the way they want me to live it. And that's what I call the danger zone. I now know how to quickly identify those type of individuals and create healthy boundaries, but in the past, I would allow their expectations for my life to almost drive me crazy. Don't let that be your story. It's one thing to take advice and instruction and wisdom, and then it's another thing to live under the demands of individuals, unhealthy demands. Because again, what I've learned from life is even when the storyline is similar, for example, you have two people, one in the left corner, one in the right corner, and they're both pushing you to move forward. Well, there is a push that comes from love, and you may feel the pressure, but it comes from a place of love. And then there's a push that's not healthy, and it can drive you crazy. I'm throwing out a lot of different scenarios today, but again, it's these are the conversations that I've been having with myself. These are the subject matters that have been on my heart, and I just want to share. And again, encourage anyone who's in these situations right now to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is hope. I hope that you would step out and reach out to someone and not live your life any longer trying to live up to the expectations of other people. Yes, strive to be the best version of yourself. Do that. Do it well. Don't live your life lazy or living a life full of excuses. There's a line to be drawn. But I'm talking to those who are in their heart just struggling, mentally and emotionally struggling over past experiences, past failures, past hurts. I'm talking to you. And I would hope and I would pray that you would remember that you are loved, you are valuable, you are a phenomenal individual, and you do possess priceless jewels, priceless. You have gifts that should be shared with the world. Reach out without any shame or embarrassment. Wherever you are, whatever you are in need of, reach out for that and look forward to a beautiful future for yourself.